Well, everyone knows everything is bigger in Texas. Today, drivers will go big or go home as the NASCAR Cup Series makes its debut at the Circuit of Americas for the Echo Park, Texas Grand Prix. Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Salutes together with NASCAR and Coca-Cola. I'm your host, Jesse Iwuji, joined by my co-host, Kim Coon. Now, Kim, so we're in the live music city of the world. We're at a new track. And on top of that, it's a road course. What do you think we should expect today from this super technical track, Kim?
Well, so many things. I could not be more excited for this weekend. I think we're in for a dramatic race, and many drivers are thrilled to take on the challenges of this track. We actually spoke with the driver of the number 99 car, Daniel Suarez, about his expectation for today's race. We also touched on how he's immersed himself into the patriotic culture of the sport. Well, the month of May shines a spotlight on America's military members through NASCAR salutes, and it kind of all sort of culminates with the Coke 600 and Memorial Day weekend. And there are a lot of service members at the track, lots of patriotic paint schemes. It's a big race. So for you, Daniel, what do you remember about your very first Coca-Cola 600 and that day?
Well, the very first Coca-Cola 600 I had was back in 2017. It was my first year already running Cup. In the race, I was so impressed with everything that is around that race and how much the military members actually enjoy being there, feeling part of the race, having their names on the race cars. It's something very special. All these different opportunities that NASCAR bring to us, it's just really amazing. I just feel very, very proud to live here and to call this country my home today and to get to live the freedom that we all have.
So you actually went on a ride with the Thunderbirds. Tell us about that experience.
That was actually very amazing as well. That was in 2019, and it was amazing how they do it so normal. I mean, I feel like I'm already, strong. I'm in good shape. I'm very healthy, young, and I can't remember the amount of G's that we got. It was like 9, I think it was 9.3 or something like that, and it was just for a fraction of a few seconds, and I was like, oh my God, I wasn't puking, but it was close. A few years later, I used to talk to them, especially the guy that flew with me, and he's a great guy. He flies in the races very, very often. Every time that he goes in the race, so he texts me. So it's amazing. It's amazing how the sport is so close to the military. I find that extremely amazing.
Well, Daniel, you originally started racing in your home country of Mexico, and then I think you're almost at 10 years racing throughout the United States. So what opportunities has being in an American racing series given you?
Well, I'm right actually in the 10 years mark right now because I moved here in 2011. So it's crazy how time flies. And I still remember, like it was yesterday when I was moving here, coming to this country with nothing. The only thing I had was my car. I remember that in the first 6 months I couldn't even rent an apartment because I wasn't old enough and I didn't have a social security. and to look back 10 years ago and now being able to say that I'm a NASCAR champion and I've been running in the Cup Series for a while and I'm being successful. It's just very incredible, and that I think that tells you how amazing this country is and how amazing life is in general. That doesn't matter what it is that you want to do, it's doable. It takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication, but it is doable. And I feel like the opportunities of this country are very amazing. That's why I believe that we live in, if not the best, one of the most amazing countries in the world.
We race in Austin, Texas this weekend, and it's a place known for its food and its music scenes, and it's the first time the Cup Series is going to be racing there. But have you ever been to Austin before to experience kind of everything it has to offer? And if not, what are you most looking forward to?
I've been in Austin to visit family or to visit friends or to race, but I'm super excited about the race this weekend. I think it's going to be very crazy. I think it's going to bring a lot of action I feel like there is opportunities this weekend, and I think that opportunities means capitalize. And if we can capitalize, we can get a win.
Awesome. Well, quickly before we let you go, because it is NASCAR salutes, we are asking all the drivers who they salute. So who do you salute in the month of May?
That's a very good question. I would say that I have always said this, that for a kid, from Mexico to come to this country and to live all the benefits from this country, the freedom and everything that the military members they do for everyone in this country, and to be able to be from Mexico and live all these benefits is just truly amazing. So I salute to every single member that is working very, very hard to give us the opportunities to live our dreams, and not just for Americans, for every single person that lives in this country. And over there, I include myself in that group.
Thank you.
Awesome, Daniel. Thank you so much for the time. Best of luck at COTA this weekend. Can't wait to see what you're able to do.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day.
As we mentioned earlier, the drivers are really looking forward to today's race. And during Media Day, we had the chance to find out what our COPE drivers are expecting. Let's take a look.
It's going to be totally new to me at Circuit of the Americas. NASCAR and Texas and racing usually go hand in hand. So I look forward to hopefully bringing some people out to the racetrack that wouldn't go otherwise.
I'm a huge fan of going to that facility, though. Obviously, it's a first-class facility, newly built. It's a new market.
I'm excited to kind of see what that's like and get out there for practice. It's always a little nerve-wracking because you don't know what turn comes up next, right?
Big, fast, and it has a little bit of every type of road course built into it. Long straightaways and some technical sections. And I think the fans will enjoy turn one a lot.
It checks all the boxes from where I stand on going to a new venue.
Now check out our Troops to the Track Q&A segment with some of my fellow U.S. Navy sailors stationed at Naval Operations Support Center, Austin. We're also joined by NASCAR Truck Series driver John Hunter Nemechek. John, you've been a pretty busy driver over the last few years, getting to race in the NASCAR Cup Series last year, and now you're competing for a championship in the NASCAR Truck Series. How has that experience in Cup really transitioned over to the Truck Series for you, and how does that help you this year?
It's a lot of life-changing and kind of awareness things that you don't expect as a driver, being able to race in the Cup Series and running 20th the 25th or 10th the 12th, whatever it may be. You're driving your butt off. It's really tough competition, and there's a reason why the 40 guys that are in the Cup Series are in the Cup Series every single week. They're some of the best. So it taught me a lot. It helped me grow as a driver, as a person as well, and now transitioning back to the Truck Series, I definitely feel like I've been able to put that experience and notes into play, and I feel like it's been paying off. This year's definitely been a good year at Kyle Busch Motorsports with everyone from Toyota, and I'm really excited to get to COTA this weekend and see how everything unfolds there, and really for the rest of the year. And I feel like we're one of the championship favorites, so hopefully we can go snag that title at the end of the year.
Master Chief Paul and YN3 Silver, I want to hand it off to you two, and if you got any questions for John.
I guess my question would be, how much do you guys have to change the setup of your vehicle prior to racing on a road track as opposed to racing on the oval?
Completely different. It's actually a completely different truck than we would bring to an oval. So imagine your street vehicle, let's say an oval race, from the truck build, everything would be kind of pointed to the left. Everything would be more or less just a turn, left-hand turns. Whereas our road course vehicle, you have to go both directions. So it's built more like your street vehicle, where it'll go both directions really easy. Normally when you're at an oval and you let go of the wheel when you're rolling, it'll pretty much turn left by itself, just to help with that. So the truck is different, the setup is different. Springs are different. Pretty much everything that we bring is completely different. The way that I mount my seat is different from an oval to a road course. So yeah, it's a whole different ball game.
I guess I would ask, what made you get into racing? Like, were you into it as a kid? Did you have somebody going, like, that you knew that was racing and you took interest in it, or how'd that work?
Yeah, so I'm a second generation driver. So my dad has raced for, 20 something years, 30 years. So I was pretty much born into it. The first time I went to the racetrack, I was 2 weeks old. I think he actually won with me not long after that, which was pretty cool. But being able to kind of be a part of the racing community, it's one big family. We all have each other's backs. We all watch out for each other, and we're all one huge, traveling circus is what some people call us. But all in all, being able to be a part of the NASCAR community, I knew that I wanted to race. I just didn't know what. I got my first go-kart at 3 years old. I got my first dirt bike at 4 years old. I started racing go-karts and quarter midgets and everything around 5, and started racing dirt bikes. I think I was 7. And then about the age of 12, 13, I pretty much made the decision to go the stock car route, having a roll cage around me and 4 wheels on the ground rather than 2 flying in the air. Kind of got tired of getting hurt and wanted to be a little bit safer. So for me, that was the choice and the direction I went, and it's kind of taken off from there. So it's been a really neat opportunity for me to drive pretty much everything under the sun. I've been able to race in NASCAR since I was 16 years old, running a partial schedule in the NASCAR King World Truck Series. So it's kind of crazy. I feel like I've been around forever, and I'm only 23. So it's been a fun path so far, and looking forward to continuing it.
Master Paul, give us one of your favorite NASCAR experiences, memories, for any races you've been to.
Yeah, I've been up to the Texas Motor Speedway a couple times, watched the races up there. Definitely, it's funny because it's one of my bucket list items is to travel around and watch NASCAR races in different areas. Maybe a nice little retirement plan or something. But yeah, I've only been to Texas Motor Speedway. I'm really looking forward to seeing everything at COTA. Again, I've been working COTA for several years now, and just really excited to see NASCAR get out there, and I'm anxious to hear what you guys think of the track as well, because it's definitely something. It's a track that they put a tremendous amount of effort into and poured lots of money into, and I feel like a lot of people that race on that track consider it one of their favorite tracks to race on. So I'm really interested to hear what the drivers have to say coming off of this weekend.
Well, that does it for another week of Sunday Salutes together with NASCAR and Coca-Cola. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around.
And be sure to tune into today's race at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on FS1. And come back for next week's live episode. As always, happy race day.
How's it going, guys? You guys been great on pit road. Keep that up. We'll need that today. Track position will be hard to pass out here.
Be smart. Race the racetrack all day long. We'll be there at the end. Good luck to you.
The bike is free. I think on the front is forward.
Count 22 with 2 penalties in front of us.
You and the leader are the only cars in the 23-second bracket. No pressure.
If the 5 and the 9 are just like in another league, like just make sure you don't set me backwards here.
Definitely haul ass up there.
I mean, you're a P6 car right now. Our lap times are P6.
Still out there at the 23.
Wheels! This is good pace here. Keep ripping it.
Probably the best of it all day. Just shocks me like
We had something go through the grill there earlier. We got your big piece of tape.
Holy suck. Guys, my bad.